Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. By the time this comes up, I will have graduated. I will be 1 degree richer and thousands of dollars poorer. I am allowed to decorate my cap, as far as I'm aware. No one has told me otherwise. I found no evidence to the contrary. So, I need to glue this down, but I have my mortarboard thing cut out already, and I want to do old-fashioned catalog cards that they would have in libraries so you could find books. I wanted to make those and do kind of a collage of them. I'm not very locked in today, I'm sorry. I'm not technically done with my schoolwork, so all I'm thinking about is the fact that I have a paper to write. That looks awful, oh my god. I can never get the center hole. I had this problem with my last grad cap. I can never get the center hole perfect. But yeah, so I didn't film this because it was really repetitive and I was on my computer. There wasn't a whole lot to see. So I have about 15 cards. Some of them are textbooks, some of them are books I read during my program. And this is what they kind of ended up looking like. So this is a subject card. I did a couple of author cards. I didn't do any title access cards. Yeah, like this one is a author access. And the first one I showed you is the only one that's actually done. That's how it's gonna look. I have to put the hole in the bottom, and then I have this embosser that a friend gave me last year that has my full name on it. So it's Library of Strawbusy. So I'm going to, first things first, I need to hole punch all of them and I need to emboss all of them. So relatively in the middle. So yeah. They're marked as part of my library. And if anyone's curious how I made these, I can do a whole video tutorial. General gist, I'll put the link in the description. I think it's like the Edinburgh library. They were looking at all of their old catalog cards, and I just kind of copied them. I used theirs as a template. And then I took the books I wanted. I went to the Library of Congress's catalog, found the correct book, and then there's an option once you click on the item to see, I think it says MARC view or MARC record or something, MARC. You click that, that will show you the just raw data that's used. So the item shows up properly in the catalog. And then I copied the title, I copied the author field, I copied the publishing fields, 300 field, which I forget what it's actually called, but that has the pages, the illustrations, and the size of the book. And then whichever field says includes bibliographic references and index, I included that one. And I also used the 650 field, which is for subjects, and the 50, which is for the Library of Congress call number. So I took all of that information and then I just made a 3x5 blank canvas in Canva, and I put in all the information in using Courier New, I think. And then I printed them and I measured them and I cut them with my paper cutter. So I didn't do it on camera because it would have been very boring to watch. I was kind of just doing the same thing over and over again, and I was just staring at my laptop. This embosser, I can never figure out how hard to push down. There are also, some of them are so crooked, which I have the oldest, most gangly paper cutter known to mankind. It's so difficult to use, so difficult to get it straight. And I have difficulties being straight anyway. Yeah, so my original plan with these was I was gonna do kind of like cluster them in the corner and then right like in the middle like on to the next chapter or something, because those are all cute. But I think I might just fully do a collage. And then I'm not sure, I used the yellow background because I thought that I would need a background, and it looks like I don't. Oh, this is one of the ones I messed up, you can tell, because it's like way smaller than all the other ones. It's like 2.5 inches instead of 3. That's fine. So based on the school I go to and the color of my hood, I can use the colors red, white, and yellow. So I think maybe once I'm finished collaging them on, I may, I don't know, I have some like red beads and ribbon. I may try to add some little embellishments to it, but I'm not sure. I don't want it to be like super duper busy, but I do want it to be cutesy. I'm so glad I have this embosser. I need to use it more, because one of my favorite things with buying used books is finding evidence of the previous owner. So like annotations and notes, bookmarks, that sort of thing. So like I would love to have found a book that has like the previous owner's little mark in it. It's just, I have that thing where I'm like, oh, that's too permanent. That's too permanent a change to make. There we go. I have my full stack. So I glued down the yellow part and then I kind of spread them out. This is kind of what I'm thinking. So it's like a flower collage. And then I'll have to, at the end, use an X-Acto knife to cut that out again. And we'll see how well that works. I think it's gonna look cool. I am gonna have to be really careful about how I glue it down. Yeah, I think we're just gonna get started on that. And then I might add some red beads or something throughout. Oh, I glued it to the table. Because of course I did. Here's what we've got so far. I've gone glue literally everywhere. But you know, that's the price we pay. I cut up this desk with an X-Acto knife. She's been through it. So yeah, I think, trying to decide, I think I should just keep going. The last one I did, it's that one, right? Okay. Oh, I feel like at this point I'll just do the glue on the back of the cards. Man, I wish I had a glue stick. I much prefer a glue stick for some of this. I love it when you do a craft and it just kind of works out the way you want it to. I have glue everywhere now, everything's sticking to each other. Ah, I dropped it. No. So there we go. That's layer 2. And then last layer. There. All right. Here we go. Here's what it looks like. I'm gonna give this maybe 30 minutes to dry, and then I'm gonna cut out the hole in the back. Want to make sure that the glue is all set before I do anything. It shouldn't take long. This is just like Elmer's washable glue. So yeah. Oh, that's gonna be so cute. I'm excited. Honestly, I might just leave it like that. That might be kind of cute. I'm not sure. All right. Let's see. So I did already go and I cut the hole and then I stuck it on. I was just trying to get the hole the right size. And then I wanted to see if I could even get my tassel in. And it took enough effort that I didn't want to dismantle it again. But yeah, here's what we got. I am going to tape it into place so it doesn't slide around. Oh God, I really hope the tassel doesn't get messed up, because last time I graduated, when I tossed my cap, I lost my tassel, and someone was lucky enough to find a spare and give it to me, but I was very devastated thinking I had just lost my tassel. I'm ready to go. I'm so happy with this. It's so cute. It's so cute. I just finished my last assignment. Sorry, my room is a total mess, but unless something goes horribly wrong, I have a master's degree. Can't decide if I should scream or cry or both. And it's 2 p.m., but I think I'm gonna go make a drink and celebrate.